You ever feel like you're stuck in this weird loop? You want to change and you say you will, and for a day or two you even do, but then something happens. You get busy, you get tired, you forget, and just like that you're back where you started. It's frustrating, right? It's not like you're lazy, it's not that you don't care. It's just hard to stay consistent, and somewhere along the way most people give up, not because they can't do it, but because they're trying to do it the wrong way. So in this video, I want to take you through something different. Not some theory, not another motivational hype session, but a real-life, simple 30-day approach based on Atomic Habits by James Clear that actually works. Let's just be honest, most of us are addicted to motivation. We scroll TikTok looking for the next "you got this" video. We watch some jacked guy yelling in a hoodie and think, yeah, this time I'll do it. And then we crash because motivation is a spike, a sugar rush. It feels amazing in the moment and then it disappears. But here's the truth no one wants to hear. Motivation won't build your dream life. Systems will. And I learned that the hard way. There was a time I'd wake up with all these plans. I'm going to work out, eat clean, read, build my business. By noon I was tired, distracted and watching YouTube. The problem wasn't my ambition. It was that I had no structure, no rhythm, no fallback when willpower failed. That's when I read this quote. You do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. And it hit me. Goals are just hopes. Systems are what actually shape your life. So if you've been relying on bursts of motivation to change, it's time to try something different. This is where Atomic Habits really changed the game for me. Most people try to change by focusing on what they want. I want to lose 20 pounds. I want to make more money. I want to be more confident. But that kind of thinking is backward. Because when the outcome doesn't come fast enough, you quit. And every time you quit, you reinforce the identity of someone who can't change. Here's the switch. Don't build goals. Build an identity. It's subtle, but it's powerful. Instead of, I want to lose weight, say I'm the kind of person who doesn't skip workouts. Instead of, I want to be focused, say I'm the kind of person who respects my time. I started writing these down. I had sticky notes on my mirror, in my notebook, even on my phone's lock screen. My favorite one. I am the kind of person who shows up, even when it's inconvenient. Because let's be real, the hard part isn't starting. It's showing up on the days when it doesn't feel worth it. But when your habits are tied to who you are, not what you want, they start to stick. Because you're not chasing results, you're becoming someone new. Now here's the part that made it actually doable. The 2-minute rule. James Clear says when you start a new habit, it should take less than 2 minutes to do. That sounds ridiculous at first, right? Like, what's the point of working out for 2 minutes? But here's the point. You're not trying to get results. You're trying to build the habit of showing up. When I wanted to start reading again, I told myself, just open the book. 1 page. That's it. Sometimes I stopped after a page, but most of the time, 1 page turned into 5, then 20. Same with workouts. I'd just put on my shoes. That was the habit. If I did that, I won. And 9 times out of 10, once I had my shoes on, I'd actually go for a walk. Maybe even hit the gym. The 2-minute rule removes resistance. It removes the debate in your head. Because brushing your teeth doesn't require motivation, right? It's just something you do. That's what you're building here. Habits that are so automatic, they become part of who you are. So here's what I recommend. Want to journal? Just open the notebook and write 1 sentence. Want to meditate? Just sit in silence for 60 seconds. Want to stretch? Just touch your toes. You're not trying to win today. You're trying to vote for the person you want to become. This is the part that almost made me quit, and I see it all the time. People think consistency means never missing. Like if you skip a day, it's over. You've failed. So they beat themselves up and then spiral. Here's the truth. You will mess up. You will miss days. Life happens. What matters is the bounce back. The rule is simple. Never miss twice. Miss a workout? Cool. Tomorrow's non-negotiable. Skip a journal session? Fine. Just don't skip the next one. It's not about streaks. It's about rhythm. Progress isn't linear. It's messy, awkward, and slow. But if you keep showing up, you'll start to feel the shift. You'll start to trust yourself. And that's when the real transformation happens. Not when you hit your goal, but when you finally believe you can. In the end, this isn't about productivity. It's not even about self-improvement, really. It's about identity. It's about becoming someone you're proud to wake up as. Every small habit, every time you read a page, stretch for 2 minutes, skip the junk food, you're casting a vote. And with enough votes, that version of you becomes your reality. You don't need to change everything at once. You just need to show up again and again as the person you want to become. So, start today. Pick one habit, make it small, track it, and don't skip twice. 30 days from now, you won't just have new routines. You'll have a new identity. If this spoke to you, you're in the right place. This channel's about real sustainable change, not hype. If you're working on building a better version of yourself, stick around. Build better habits now. I'll see you in the next one.